Okay guys, I'm going to start off the GTA 4 video with settings overview. 5040 by 1050, aspect ratio auto, texture quality high, reflection quality very high, water quality very high, shadow quality very high, texture filtering quality highest. View distance is at 20. Won't let me go any higher. I'm overdoing my graphics settings resources, which there's a way to get by it, but I'm not going to bother with it because I don't care. So all in all, max settings, definition on, VSync off, across 3 full monitors. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. If you want to argue about the view distance, don't waste your time because I don't give a shit. So sit back and enjoy EYEFINITY with GTA. Quick thing to point out, you'll notice that the menus photos are stretched. That's because they run in an aspect ratio of no greater than 16 by 10. Now with EYEFINITY, 2D images are stretched, whereas in the actual game, the field of view is extended, as you'll see here in the cutscene.
Dirty fucking bitches! Dirty fucking bitches! Hey, come on!
See, the center monitor is what you would always see, but the left and right monitors, you wouldn't see in the normal game.
I might try to make a go of it.
See right there?
Like they say.
Half of that part of the wall was cut out because the monitor extended the resolution so far that it went beyond the wall where it shouldn't be in the normal game. You'd only see the center monitor. So this is extending the image quite a great deal.
He writes me these wild emails, and after I got into trouble, I thought maybe, then I got this gig and I spent the next 7 months with 5 people and I forget.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start from inside the apartment. This way we don't have to, you know, aren't constrained by any missions and whatnot. We can go and do whatever we want. Performance loss is about 20 frames, maybe. I used to get about 60, actually about 50% because I'm at 30. I used to get about 60 in these areas. GTA 4 only runs with one of the 4 GPUs that I have. Both 5970s have 2 GPUs each. This game only uses one of the 4. So I have one card shut off, only one GPU being used. It's a horribly optimized console port. It's a horribly optimized console port. It's a very CPU heavy game. So EYEFINITY is very difficult to run with it. I'm at 30 frames right now. And it looks jerky because of the micro stuttering that's involved too. Now I did install the new beta 10.1 drivers that Dark MX told me about. And I don't remember having any micro stuttering beforehand with the old drivers. Chances are my operating system, which is a release candidate of Windows 7 7100 build, is inhibiting any performance gain. I am going to be purchasing the full version and doing a fresh install and then redoing benchmarks because right now I'm pretty sure it's fairly gimped, but I'm right now 35, 40 frames. You know, it's running pretty good, minus the micro stuttering, which is actually really annoying. I haven't checked to see if I got a performance gain in what's it called? Non-EYEFINITY applications. I'm going to be running Crysis again because Crossfire X isn't working either with EYEFINITY at all. I tried running Crysis again and it still didn't work, yet it works without EYEFINITY. So there's a lot of fucking bugs and shit that I gotta get worked out. The marker settings make it almost unplayable. Like, it's running smooth, it's fast, but it's still jerky. all the micro stutter. Which is strange because it's running only one GPU. Usually it's only evident in like 3 or more GPUs that you get micro stutter. Also, my GTA 4 is completely unmodded due to a fresh install of it. So, yeah, otherwise you'd see real cars and stuff like in all my other videos. But like I said right now, I just installed it, just patched it, just installed the new drivers.
Here we go, please. Open your eyes.
Other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to play GTA 4 with it, just because it's a third person, you know, sandbox. You don't need any more than one monitor for it. I personally would rather use one monitor. It's not a game designed for EYEFINITY. It runs, it looks cool, but the only games I would recommend for EYEFINITY are MMOs, online multiplayer first-person shooters, just so you get that advantage of field of view, and like RTSs and stuff like that. Games like this, I wouldn't bother. To be honest, I mean, for the amount of problems that I'm getting with EYEFINITY, I would much rather have just bought a 30-inch monitor. Like, the frames don't drop.
I knew it. Let's go. Fuck out.
So just to give you an example, actually, this is what you're looking at with EYEFINITY, obviously. I'm going to turn EYEFINITY off, launch the game again with only one monitor, just to give you a difference in perspective of everything that you see to the left and right. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to load up the game without EYEFINITY, so you can see the difference between the two. Like I said, personally, I would rather play it without. Just it runs better. There's less problems. And oh, thanks. I'm gonna die now.
You big stupid con.
I'm dead. All right. So GTA 4 with EYEFINITY, and now the settings are 1680 by 1050. Aspect ratio, auto, everything else is the same. I could probably put view distance up higher now. 41 is the highest I can put it. I'll put it to 41. Apply. And now I'm in the 170s. Still only one GPU working. I did enable Crossfire X, but the second card isn't working. If you look at my other videos, you'll see that this is consistent with the performance of one 5870, which is essentially what's running right now. So, you know, now you have just this one monitor to look at. Whoops. With the stand. So we're going to go ahead and drive around, give you an idea of the perception. Now, I mean, the game runs nice, smooth, looks great. Like I said, only one monitor now to look at. Performance down, the 37s, 40s. No matter what you're doing, it's always going to be a CPU heavy game. But I personally, I like it much better on one monitor. It's smaller, it's simple, easier on the eyes. So if you take a look at the difference now, this compared to 3 monitors, you get the same field of view as you would in the center monitor, just an additional 16 by 10 aspect ratio on either side of it. So, I mean, my personal choice, the only time I think I'm ever gonna use EYEFINITY, like, I'm gonna leave the other monitor shut off, probably for now even, is World of Warcraft. Or racing games, any kind of game where I'd like a larger aspect ratio. If I'm playing Crysis, I'll only use one monitor. It'll run way better and it's less to look at. If I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, I'll only use one monitor. If I'm browsing the web, I'll only use one monitor. But like I said, for an RTS, like a real-time strategy, or an MMO where you need a lot of desktop real estate, I will use